Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about class 9 physics. The topic is what is Newton's third law. Newton's third law of motion. So what tells about Newton's third law of motion? Newton's third law of motion tells that every action there is a equal and opposite reaction. Every action there is a equal and opposite reaction. This is known as what is Newton's third law. That means suppose we want to push this blackboard. That means in this case blackboard also applied a force to our body. That means we are giving this is action. Then when blackboard gives one force, that is known as reaction. That means whenever this is one body, another body is there. Suppose this body is apply a force on body B. Suppose this is A body and this is B body. When body A applied a force on body B, similarly, simultaneously, body B also at the same time, body B also applied the same force on body A. That means these two forces are opposite to each other. That two forces F, suppose this is 1, 2 and this is 2, 1. This 1, 2 is equal to force 2, 1. But this is opposite force. This is tells about Newton's third law. That means whenever a body applied a force on another body, that means at the simultaneously, that means at the same time, the other body also applied the same force, but opposite and equal and opposite force on body A. That is known as Newton's third law. Next we will discuss about which one? Next we will discuss momentum. What is law of momentum? Law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum. That means what is, in this case, momentum is a system, or for a system always this momentum we cannot create it nor destroy it. That means this momentum is always remain constant. This is known as what is laws of conservation of momentum. So mathematically we can able to understand what is CL. Suppose this is one car is here, and this is one truck is here. This is car and this is suppose truck. Clear this one? Let's mass of this car is m1 and mass of this truck is m2. So initially before collision, what is before collision? Suppose this car is having a velocity, that is initial velocity. That initial velocity is u1, and initial velocity before collision, the momentum initial velocity of this truck is u2. Clear this one? u2. So in this case, before collision, the momentum of this car is how much? P is equal to initial momentum of car is m1 u1. Similarly, initial momentum of truck before collision, that is how much? Initial momentum, that is m2 u2. So total momentum of car and truck before collision is how much? Because initial momentum of car is before collision m1 u1 plus initial momentum of truck is m2 u2. This is one. So after some time it get collide to each other. When it collide to each other, at that time let the velocity of car become changes. That means in this case let the final velocity of car after collision suppose become v1, and after collision the final velocity of truck became suppose v2. Clear this one? So in this case, what is after collision, the total momentum of car and truck became how much? CA. Because after collision the velocity of car became v1, therefore momentum of this car, final momentum of this car became m1 v1, and also the final momentum of truck became how much? Final momentum of truck became m2 v2. So in this case it is became how much? Total momentum is m1 v1 and m plus m2 v2. This is after collision. But see here, what tells about the laws of conservation of momentum? Laws of conservation of momentum. What is become? Momentum neither be created nor be destroyed. That means in this case, before collision, the change in momentum on the car is how much? That is m1 v1 minus v1 by t, and change in momentum on truck is how much? That is m2 v2 minus u2 upon t. But according to the Newton's third law, every action there is opposite and equal reaction. That means in this case F1 is equal to minus F21. That means in this case what is m1 v1 minus u1 upon t is equal to m2 minus m2 v2 minus u2 upon t. So this t will be cancelled, then it is become how much? m1 v1 minus m1 u1 is equal to m2 v2 minus, this is minus, this minus, this minus, plus, this is plus m2 u2. So when we will take left to right side, when it will come this side, it is become plus. That means in this case m1 u1 plus this is m2 u2 is equal to how much? m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So that means what is? This is become which one? This is become initial momentum is equal to final momentum. So this is known as what is? Law of conservation of momentum. So thank you. You will solve